But breaking right at the top of India at 9, CNN News 18 has dug out the deep linkages between Hafiz Saeed and Zakir Naik. Zakir Naik, whose name has now surfaced, or I should say resurfaced, in the aftermath of the Dhaka attacks. Zakir Naik's foundation, it's called the Islamic Research Foundation, which is headquartered in Mumbai, is featured on the Jamaat-ud-Dawa's website. Now, Zakir Naik's Islamic Research Foundation, an organization that he founded way back in the 1980s, it's listed as a religious learning resource on the Jamaat-ud-Dawa's website. I've got this paper with me. And I'm trying to show this to our viewers. This is the Jamaat-ud-Dawa website. By the way, if you try to access the JDU website here in India right now, it is banned. You cannot access it because it's been banned after the 26/11 attacks. But we here at CNN News 18 have used a virtual private network, changing our URL, changing our IP addresses, and also changing the server through which we've accessed the Jamaat-ud-Dawa website. And if you go down the website, if you scroll down, I've taken a printout of it, on page 2, you will find IRF, a link to IRF. You will find that on the Jamaat-ud-Dawa's website. And this, by the way, IRF is the only South Asian center that is listed on the Jamaat-ud-Dawa website. It's listed as an Islamic religious learning resource. What are the linkages between Hafiz Saeed and Zakir Naik? Are there financial linkages between these two men, between their organizations? That we don't know yet. But it is quite interesting that on the Jamaat-ud-Dawa website, you have a link to the IRF website, and it's listed as a learning resource. That's not all. We're also now in possession of this information, something that agencies had known since 2009. The 7/11 Mumbai train attacks in 2006, at least 2 of those attackers had named Zakir Naik as their inspiration. Feroz Gaswala, he took up terror after listening to Zakir Naik's lecture in Srinagar in 2003. He was recruited at that lecture in Srinagar in 2003 by a man named Rahil Sheikh. Rahil Sheikh, now we know, is the mastermind of the 2006 Mumbai train blast. He recruited Gaswala at that sermon in Srinagar. Rahil Sheikh spent much of his time, we were given to understand, at Zakir Naik's IRF office in Mumbai. There's another man by name Irfan Deshmukh. He was a member of that same cell that attacked the local trains in Mumbai in 2006. He worked as a librarian at the IRF office in Mumbai, and agencies believe that he was the one who was providing cover for Rahil Sheikh as well as Feroz Gaswala, both of whom have said that they were inspired by this man, Dr. Zakir Naik. Ashok Bagaria, our legal editor, is breaking this story. He's joining us at the top of India at 9. It does seem rather coincidental, Ashok, that you have the IRF, the Islamic Research Foundation, an organization that was founded by Zakir Naik, headquartered in Mumbai, featured as a learning resource on the website of the Jamaat-ud-Dawa.
Well, yes, it's very, very interesting to note that Islamic Research Foundation features on the website of Jamaat-ud-Dawa, and as you pointed out earlier, that we are the only channel who have accessed this, because Jamaat-ud-Dawa's website is banned in India and we cannot access the Jamaat-ud-Dawa's website from our servers, but we used a virtual server to access it, and it was found that this website, on this particular website, that this link is available. Now it throws up very interesting facts, because in the last 48 hours various things have stumbled out. Firstly, it is reported that the Bangladeshi militants who were involved in the Dhaka carnage were allegedly inspired by the hate speech of Zakir Naik. Now we find this new interesting fact that coming out that this particular foundation has links to JuD. Besides that, what we have also been able to unearth is links of certain people with dubious reputation. Like, for instance, you spoke about Feroz Gaswala. Then there is also one gentleman called Muhammad Ali Chipa. Now this Muhammad Ali Chipa, along with Feroz Gaswala, they were arrested in around 2003 in an aborted attempt to avenge the killings of Gujarat. Now, so these are all the facts that we have been able to unearth, and it throws startling revelations on the activities which are carried out by Islamic Research Foundation and its founder Zakir Naik.
Just a quick question, and this is a legal perspective I want to get from you, Ashok. If agencies and governments, both the UPA and now the NDA for the last 2 years, had this information about Feroz Gaswala, about Rahil Sheikh, about Muhammad Ali Chipa, and their linkages or their source of inspiration being Zakir Naik, could they have done anything with that information, at the very least question Zakir Naik? Are there legal provisions in the statutory books to book this man, because he seems to be inspiring terrorists both in India as well as now in Bangladesh?
Well, legally, yes, Zakir. In fact, there are a couple of FIRs which have been lodged against the Islamic Research Foundation founder, Mr. Zakir Naik. In fact, last year, he made certain controversial statements on Ganpati Visarjan also, and following his hate speeches, FIRs have been launched. But in fact, it looks like in the last few years, nobody in the security establishment has taken him seriously or his foundation seriously. But now, from the details that are emerging, it could be that there is more to this foundation than what meets our eye.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Thanks for joining us at the Top of India at 9, Ashok Bagaria.